Please welcome Mike Lynds.
All right, so I'm up high. I'm going a little bit narrow today. You can angle it and go a little wider, but the same thing as cable pull down. I'm using the chest pad to keep my sternum up to the sky, heads up. Remember, your body travels where your head goes. So if I go my head down, everything's gonna come down with it. So keep my head up, pick a spot in the wall, up high. And then the next thing I'm thinking is, shoulders are down, so I'm engaging my lats already. And now it's elbow drive. So I'm thinking about elbow, drive, and back, okay? So chest up, head up, shoulders back and down, drive, drive. It's kind of like a rocking motion. So rock in, back, in, back. Exercise where you have the machine is keeping you in the right motion. Keep the reps a little high. Go as heavy as you can without form breaking. What do I mean by that? Like I mentioned, head coming forward. So a lot of people get tired. Head comes forward, shoulders go up to their ears, breaks everything. So your form's out. Not really using your lats as much anymore. Arms are coming in. So you're moving it, you're not fucking doing anything. So remember, form is paramount. Do you feel it in your lats? We're coming from a high to low. Any back workout, you want to hit all areas of the back. So what I just did was more of like a warm up. Now we're coming into like more of a heavy kind of movement from the high to the low. But I'm really going to concentrate on range of motion, squeeze, keeping that chest up, and most essentially important in this one is elbow drive. A lot of people think that it's where their hands are. Their hands are here, hands are here. He's doing it right. No, your back doesn't care. Let's see, I can move my hand as much as I want around. It's not affecting my back at all. It's elbow drive. So elbows are up here, elbow drive back, engage to the lats. So with any sort of rowing motion, either high or low, elbow drive is key. Building and fitness. Most intermediates and advanced people know the exercises. They know, they have the general bias of the technique. They just need that tweak. They just need that educated eye to look at them and say, no, what you're doing right now is good, but it's not optimal. You're not doing things correctly. Like with the one arm, the row over here, I see a lot of guys do it with the straight arm and they're fucking leaning back like this, doing a one arm row. You're taking your back right out of the movement, man. You're not doing anything. The whole point of this pad is you're supposed to be up against it. If you want to get longer range of motion and you're an extremely long limb person, put this here. You're still getting range. You're still getting that kind of in-between status here. But doing this, you lost me. I have no kind of, there's nothing in my brain that tells me that's doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because you're disengaging the back and you're just doing all bicep. No, just don't. That's all I gotta say, just don't. A lot of my philosophies are mine. Like, it's things that I've learned off of people that I admire over the years. I'm not gonna change my mind. You can message me and DM me all you fucking want, and I'm not gonna change my mind. So you can think what you want about it. It's right or it's wrong. You can take it or you can not take it. I know I'm gonna hurt a lot of feelings with some of the things that I'm saying, and their technique is wrong. Well, for some odd reason, especially in the men, they seem to think that they know everything when they haven't really done anything yet. They haven't stepped on the big stage. They haven't competed against major competitors. They haven't even took a crack at a pro card yet, let alone stepped on a pro stage. So when it comes to these young guys that are telling pros that have been there, done that, what you guys are saying are wrong. You guys are just, it's old knowledge, it's not up to date. Man, we get to where we're at, doing what we do. And most of our biggest attributes are we never stop learning. We always want to learn more. You can ask any pro that I know of that I've talked to. We're all going to say the same thing. We're always learning. We never think we know everything. So if someone comes in and shows us a technique that's a little bit better, but proves it to us, like shows us in the gym, not fucking on a text message, we'll give it a try. I've tried so many techniques over my 20 odd years of lifting and coaching. I've managed gyms, I've owned my own gym, coached hundreds of clients. I'm just not one of those fucking social media gurus that are like, hey, I'm a coach and I'll fucking make you go from A to B and I guarantee it. No, man. I let my clients like the results. I want my clients to like what they're doing. I want them to learn from me. I'm not gonna take a picture of them and be like, I made this person go from here to here. I don't give a fuck with that, man. I don't. My biggest point is when I coach somebody is they give me what their goal is, I help them get to that goal. End of period, end of fucking sentence. That's it. I give them as much knowledge as I can. There's no hard feelings when they want to move on to somebody else or move on to their own kind of way of thinking. I'm happy for them. They're moving on. They've learned what they needed from me and they're stepping to the next stage. But tell me you know everything at fucking 20 years old? No. Good fucking luck. Tell me where you're gonna be when you hit my age, 43. It's not happening. Like, I think that's what you find with the mostly social media people is they bring in like top level bikini girls. They bring in like these top level athletes that are like, you might as well put them on a fucking cover of a magazine. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want with them. And the viewer's gonna be like, oh wow, you made them look like that? No, they fucking didn't, man. The person's been training for fucking years. They just did a video with them. No. They're like I just mentioned earlier, every intermediate, advanced, high advanced, even myself, educated eye can come in here and be like, listen, Mike, your technique's a little off. How about we change this with your elbow and change that with this, up your chest a little bit, or don't do the arc as much. And it will drastically change what is affecting my lats. Anybody can be corrected. It doesn't matter who you are. And that's what a lot of people have to get through their fucking head is no one has flawless technique. It doesn't exist. Now is plate loaded low row. So again, this one is a low to high row. Elbow drive is pretty essential. And stretch. A lot of people, they stop. They don't go full range. With this kind of pad here, you can almost round your back around the pad, get that full stretch. But when you come up, you're rocking back into it. So round, stretch, rock the chest up, drive the elbows up. So this one, a lot does have to do with that kind of rowing or rocking motion. But a lot of it has to do with elbow drive. Where's the elbow going? So up to low, yeah, engaging the lats. Elbow drive up high, you're gonna more so get the mid back to upper into the traps and stuff like that. So what this one is, you saw me did the last one, elbow drive low. Now you're gonna see elbow drive high. So affects the back a lot where you're gonna hit it.
What's the difference between high to low elbow drive? Where does it hit?
So if you just look at my back, so if you look at me from the side, if my elbow is up high and drive down, you see my lat get engaged. It's pretty clear that's what happens. But if you go low and you come up high, you're getting up to the upper back. So it's easy just to see the picture instead of trying to explain it to you. So if you see my back, lat is coming down. It's coming up, lat's coming up. And then you see the trap, the mid back, the rhomboids, all of them are getting engaged. So that's where you need to kind of round your back and let your scapula kind of go out, because you're going to be squeezing them together when you come up. Scapula out, scapula in. So in the seat, I'm leaning against this pad and my bum is back on the seat. So instead of upright like this is like almost a trap, like a shrug. So instead of doing a shrug, I'm one with my back. So I'm putting my bum back on the seat, leaning into the pad. So it's putting my body in an angle of a row, a bent over row. So think again, in the three-prong effect, what I think about is, second one is exercise. How's it gonna affect the muscle? Third one is, are you gonna feel it? Are you gonna feel it where you wanna feel it? I'm not working my traps, I'm working out my rhomboids, my mid back, my upper back. When you get into the end of the rep, yes, I mentioned take those couple breaths. but go right. Don't change your form. What I mean by that, don't try to twist your body or arc back, but go right to partials. Like go right down to the, you can't physically do another rep with the actual form that you're performing at that time. That's failure to me. Not going to the point where, oh, I get 8, and they fucking do 1 rep and they're like, yep, that's it. Like you're not putting yourself into that stress. You're not even close into that. Like, pretty sure it was Muhammad Ali. Famous quote is, you don't start getting into, when it starts to hurt, that's when it starts to count. And Arnold, I think, fucking used to say is, don't start counting reps till it hurts. So, like, these, like I said, mentioned earlier, these are these guys that walk the path for us. They've taught us how to train. Tom Platz, all these big name guys that everybody idolizes if you even know anything about bodybuilding history, but yet they're trying to change what they did, which, yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.